there's vindication that makes you feel good. Like I told you, I knew it. Like the clicks manager. We have known this clicks manager for donkey's years. She's known me since I only had two children. She's known we were homeschooling. And so she was asking how they are, how big they are. And I told her, well, the oldest two are going to university. And she was so excited for us. She's taken a lot of interest in us. She was really excited in us. And she said, yeah, see, you did it. You did it. But before she said that, she saw me in the queue and she just looked at me and she said, what's wrong? Come and tell me what's wrong. Let's begin last week. Last week I was feeling down and I realized, no, the little bit of hope I thought there was with Cosentix is gone. It's been now 2 injections since I felt like it's helping and it's not helping at all. I feel bad. I really feel bad. And combine that with the breathing issue I mentioned earlier this week. I recorded on Friday, so I almost said last week. It's cause for concern. I decided to go for blood tests just for myself, out of interest. You want to know, is it just a flare, or am I still really in the throes and in the grip of active ankylosing spondylitis? So what I thought would happen is I took one of the doctor's forms that she sends, the email form, a few days before you go for your operation, for your appointment. So I printed one of those old forms because she already has ticked it off. What I'd been hoping for was a blood oxygen one as well. I was going to tick for myself blood oxygen, blood gas, whatever they call it in South Africa, except her form only had the front part of the pathway form. So it didn't have the blood one anyway, the oxygen levels and all. But I thought, it's worth it to know where my inflammatory markers are. So I'll go ahead still. So I went to do the blood test, and I figured when I go to see her, she usually says, okay, you did some bloods, obviously. Let me check and let's see. And then she goes and looks on her screen and she finds the page with my results. So I thought that the results just go, because there are doctors who tell me, please remind me to look for your results. So I figured it's something she would need to look for, and then she'd see my results. So I thought, this is for myself, for my own interests, because I don't understand why I'm so sick. Why do I feel so bad after so many months? By now, Cosentix should be working. By now, Cosentix should be making a difference. My husband had hoped that this number 2, this second type of biologic would be the one. But I'm not seeing it. I'm not feeling it. I'm just still as tired as can be. And I'm still as sick as can be. And in fact, I even lose it earlier than before. Around 4 o'clock is when I would feel too tired. And I'd be unable to fake being okay. I'm just in too much pain. It increases around 4 o'clock. The fatigue increases around 4 o'clock. I'm just a child who wants to just get into bed. I feel like I need a mommy. I've got this friend who we've lost contact now, but her mom would always text her every morning, how are you? How are you feeling? Knowing she's got constant back problems, but how are you? How are you feeling? I wish I had a mom. I wish I had someone who would be that interested in me to ask me every day, how are you? And if she tells her, Mom, I'm so sick, my back is this sore, and she'd be so sympathetic, and they'd cry together about how unfair it is or how hard it is to parent while they're sick. I want a mommy. I want a mommy. But anyway, so I did the results. They're going to come out today, this afternoon. As you can tell, I've clearly lost my train of thought because I don't know why I told you about that. But before I had a chance to check, because I'm busy with other things, before I had a chance to check my app today, I see a phone call coming in from the doctor's office, the rheumatologist's office. For those of you who know me, I'm really not a phone call kind of person. I write better than I talk on the phone. I just don't really do phone calls. I actually was in two minds whether I should even answer, but I answered, and it was the nurse. My rheumatologist nurse had come across my results, so I guess it pops up for her. And she said, "Oh boy, how are you feeling?" So I told her, "Well, I'm not really that great." And she said, "Yeah, your inflammatory markers are still very high. They're still in double digits. And before that, I was in singles. I was in six. Six was still high. It was considered high. That's six. Sometimes it went down to 5.5, but my inflammatory markers went up to now they're currently 11.2 from 14.3. So she's saying, yeah, it's dropped a bit, but these are the results of someone whose treatment isn't working. So can you please email the doctor and tell her how you are? Because yes, I will drop her a word or two, but she only works 3 days a week, so she's scared that I might fall through the cracks. And she said, I must email her to ask if we can change things around. Vindication. I knew I wasn't okay. I knew I was still as bad as ever, and I knew that I'm worse than I've been before. Just like my bloods have gone worse and worse and worse, higher and higher, I feel worse and worse and worse. I find pleasure in less things that used to give me pleasure now. And yes, there are highs, there are nice things, but I'm experiencing them through a veil of pain and constant, chronic heaviness. It's not a fatigue like, oh, I want to sleep and then I'll feel fine. It's like you've got a weight that you're carrying on your body and you're moving through sludge and mud as soon as you wake up, if you've even had a good sleep in the first place. So, yes, that's where we are. That's my little update. I'm still bad. The little bit of hope I had that Cosmetics might be working, nope, it's not. I don't know what the next step is. I just know that I'm not okay, and I'm glad that I was vindicated. And I want a mommy. I want a mommy. I want someone to say, hey, you don't look okay, like that manager. You don't look okay. And I want a mommy. But I don't have one. I just have myself and children who I need to mommy no matter what. So I will pull up my big girl undies and I'll pray. Pray that God gives me strength. Strength, and that I never lose my temper, that I never lose my personality, that I never lose my calmness. I'm hiding. I was saying that around 4 o'clock I used to get tired. Now it's around 3. Around 3, I'm gone. I need to be lying down and gone. I don't even want to take walks. Before, I wanted to take walks, and then the limping would slow me down or make us take a shorter walk. But now I can't. I can't even force the interest in taking a walk. It's not working. It's not working. And I pray that as a hen gathereth, as a hen gathereth her chicks, that I'll be able to feel God's wings around me. Because right now I'm just alone, sad, worried. There are people who fail every single biologic. There are very few who have come across who have failed this. I'm leaving this group to go to another group. And I'm going to be one of those who says, sorry guys, I have to leave. It's not working for me. That's not a nice thing to see, especially when you see others who have been on cosmetics for 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, and only now is it failing for some, and some they're still fine. I don't know where the end of this will be. I just know that I know the one who works with me, who is interested, and I will keep on talking to him. And so we talk together, my Lord and I. What else can we do?